barbecue wraps up tomorrow night.
You can see some motorcycles there in that shot of Eureka Springs. They were motoring down the road.
It's a nice ride from Rogers to Eureka Springs on a motorcycle. Lots of beautiful open roads.
I don't know if I want to do it at night, though. There's some sharp turns on Highway 62.
It's not very well lit either.
No, daylight, no problem. This time of night, hard pass.
Yeah, and this time of night tomorrow night, we're going to be looking at all kinds of severe weather, even maybe a tornado, you said.
Yeah, it could be a very busy night in the weather department as fall severe weather season certainly starting to get ramped up. But thankfully not tonight. It's nice and quiet, and it will remain nice and quiet for about the next 20 hours or so. Today in Fayetteville, we got up to 79 degrees, right where we should be for this time of the year. Thankfully, nowhere near the 93 that set a record back in 2005. Personally, I'd much rather have the 35 degrees that was the record low in 1983. Today in Fort Smith, as we look out over the Garrison Bridge, right at average today. That was Fayetteville that was right at average. Fort Smith actually 6 degrees below average, just creeping up to 79 thanks to that late day clearing. They jumped up their temperatures basically right at the finish line before the sun started to set. Upper 60s, lower 70s in northwest Arkansas, as well as in the River Valley at this hour. Skies continue to clear. Things are really nice and calm right now, but this is our big weather maker. This is what we're keeping our eye on, and this is the part that you don't want to be in, the section of this big mid-latitude cyclone that's really starting to spin itself up over eastern Montana. All this warm, unstable air will continue to feed its way toward our area tomorrow, and as this front approaches, that is going to be the trigger mechanism to really pop off lots of showers and thunderstorms. As we go through the rest of the night this evening, really nothing to worry about. No problems tomorrow morning and through most of our Saturday. But as we get into the evening and towards sunset, this particular run of the model is saying, yeah, we could have some thunderstorms in the area, maybe some supercells just off to our west moving away from us, thankfully, but that rain threat continues as we go through the overnight hours with embedded thunderstorms that could be strong to severe. This will continue throughout the overnight hours Sunday and into Sunday morning, so it could be a very wet ride to church Sunday morning, so keep that in mind. But by about the lunch hour, we think, as of right now, most of the precipitation will finally be out of the area. Main threat, the worst of the severe weather, could be just to our northwest, but clipping northwest Benton County. But still, regardless, whether you're in the enhanced or the slight risk, you have to have that plan of action ready. Maybe an isolated severe storm, certainly possible in the River Valley as well. Damaging winds should be the main threat tomorrow. But as we mentioned, we can't rule out large hail. Big hail will most likely remain to our west, the big hail risk, and can't rule out an isolated tornado. This green is just 2%, but it's not 0%, so keep that in mind for tomorrow. 60s tonight for our lows, and we'll rebound tomorrow. Very warm and muggy day. Temperatures in the 80s and some 90s, but no problems if you're headed to the 5K tomorrow morning at the LPGA. It'll be muggy, but it'll be rain-free, thankfully. But it won't last as that rain moves in tomorrow night and into Sunday. And as I said, all modes of severe weather are certainly on the table. But once the front passes, things look great with lots of sunshine leading up to the first round of the LPGA event next Friday. It should be very nice as of now. I understand that's a week out and things can change. River Valley, the same thing, severe night tomorrow night and into early Sunday. Then we finally start to dry out and temperatures remain seasonal through the rest of the week.
All right, well, you know, it's the opening night of the Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair. Plenty of rides, food, games, and shows for the whole family. You also, if you go on Wednesday this week, you can donate to a good cause. 4029 the Arkansas CW partnering with the River Valley Regional Food Bank. It's Feeding Hope Day. So Wednesday from 8 to 5, admission just $1. The food bank says they can turn that dollar into 10 meals for families in need. Such a great cause. It
is such a great cause, and it's going to be a very good cause. And I don't know if in our control room, Mariah, can we bring back up the 7-day real quick? Can we do that? Yeah. See, Wednesday, perfect weather. So there's no excuse for you not to go to the fair and donate to the food bank.
There you go.
As you can come back to us now, Mariah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you a fan of fairs and
I haven't been to a fair in quite some time. There used to be one near where I grew up. I love the games and the food.
You don't
and
like the rides, though.
It depends on the ride. Yeah. I'm not a roller coaster guy. I never have been. Ferris wheel, no problem. We know Brett Raines loves the merry-go-round. We saw him on the merry-go-round the other day.
What about fair food? You got to go to?
Not really. I mean, hot dogs, fries, funnel cake. Yeah,
okay,
funnel cake is a
go.
must-have. Now, I have been to the Wisconsin State Fair, went down back in my North Dakota days. Wild food up there. I mean, if it can be fried, they fry it. And it's unbelievable.
They'll fry the fork for you if you want it.
Absolutely.
All right, well, it's Friday night. That means frenzy time, folks. After the break, we're going to take a look at the highlights and scores from the biggest high school games around the area.